Okay, so yesterday we completed up to layer 2 ether channel, right?
Yes.
Okay, now same problem will come in layer 3 technology also, because see, normally when we will talk about routing, so when the router is connected, maybe you have one router here, or maybe layer 3 device which have capabilities of layer 2 as well as layer 3 switching. So maybe this is a layer 3 switch, one connected with another device, layer 3 device, with the help of IP address, and we are doing some routing, right? So routing will also have the same problem what we have faced in our switching, right?
Yes.
So in this looping, do you think that if you will connect multiple links, you will have loops in layer 3?
What?
No, I'm
We
asking
are
from.
doing. Mhm. If we
See,
connect.
normally if switch 1
Yes.
is connected with switch 2, or you can say router 1 is
Yes.
connected with router 2 with the help of single link. So
Yes.
the problems of the single link is, if the single link has the failure, maybe the link is down,
Yes.
so your entire
Network
network is
is down.
isolated, you cannot communicate from switch network 1 to network 2,
Yes.
right? So you will say that, okay, let's have multiple links like this one, right?
Yes.
So
Okay.
when you will have multiple links, so my question is that if you will have multiple
Yes.
links, so do it will, I mean, the links will be blocked same like layer 2 STP?
Yes.
No, because this is layer 3. In layer 3 there is
So,
no
okay.
STP.
So it's working like router.
Yes, so each and every link will have separate IP network.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yes. Okay.
see, now switches have, or layer 3 switches have multiple links to provide redundancy, right?
Yes.
Now if you're talking about single link and multiple links now, but the problem is that the switches will have to maintain 4 neighborship,
Okay.
and layer 3 switches will get same updates from all the neighbors link. Now suppose if I'm configuring, here I'm putting 12 dot something, here I'm putting 13 dot something, here I'm putting 14,
Yes.
here I'm putting 15. Okay, so I'm using 4 IP here, 4 IP here. So switch 1 or router 1 will have how many neighbor? 4
Four.
neighbors depending on the IP.
Yes.
This IP has one neighbor, this IP another neighbor, like that, right?
Yes.
Now
Yes.
we'll have 4 neighborship, and all the neighbor, like see, this link is sending same
Yes.
update, this link will also send same update, this link will also send same update. So this router will be getting same update from the
Yes.
neighbor switch
From
from
different.
different links, right? So CPU utilization will increase, so multiple hello messages will come. So due to this layer 3 switch CPU utilization will increase, and what we are wasting 4 IP address to communicate to a single next hop device. Means to communicating this
Yes.
single system, we are wasting 4 IP address.
Oh, yes.
Okay, okay, so here let's work with this single link.
Okay.
Layer 3. See, normally if we are using layer 3 switch, okay, by default layer 3 switch will act as a layer 2, right? And then you have to make layer 3 switches to act like a layer 3 device, but by default they will be working as a layer 2. So now let's take a console of the devices. So here you will see that we are using 8 PCs, PC 1 to 4.
Yes.
So what I was saying here, that suppose
Okay.
we have this switch, right? But these switches
Yes.
are layer 3 switches.
Yes.
By default all these layer 3 switches will be acting as a layer 2 device. So if you want to take the work of layer 3, so you have to enable layer 3. Okay.
Yes.
So now we have 4 PC connected to switch 1, 4 PC connected to switch 2. Okay. Here we are running some EIGRP routing.
Okay.
Now see. So here I have already given IP address on PCs according to the scenario. Okay.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
switch 1 will have now 5 interface. You can see here 5 interface on switch 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now what I mean to say, see, these all ports, okay, these all ports are working in a single domain. Okay. So these all ports are
Yes.
layer 2 port. These are layer 2 ports. Okay. But here on this, right, these are layer 3 ports because I'm connecting switch to layer 3 to layer 3 for routing purpose. So here we are assigning IP address. So we have to configure, because see, if it is layer 2 device, layer 2 interface, it will not accept IP address. So we have to convert
Yes.
this interface to layer 3, then after that it will accept the IP address, right?
Okay.
So first I am
Yes.
showing you the normal lab, and then I'll configure layer 3 ether channel. Okay. So you can say that
Oh.
here now we are configuring SVI kind of lab. Okay. Switch virtual interface means VLAN 10 want to communicate to VLAN 20. So what process you will configure? So VLAN 10 can communicate to VLAN 20. Okay. When they
Okay.
are connected to a different switches. When they are connected with same switch, then it's very easy, no problem. But when they are connected with different switches, then how you are configuring it? Okay. So now here we have switch 1, switch 2. So first what we have to configure,
Yes.
see here, conf t. Now if I'm coming here, interface E3/3, okay, and if I will try to put IP
Okay.
address 12.1.1.1 and subnet mask, see, invalid input detected, and you will say, I'm configuring, and if you see
Yes.
that right now, so interface E3/3 switch port means this is a switch port, layer 2 port. So on layer 2 port you cannot
Yes.
configure IP address, so we have to convert this port into layer 3. So how to convert?
Yes.
Simple, you have to come
Okay.
here, yeah, interface E3/3 no
No.
switch port, okay, and then come here exit, okay, and once you are typing no switch port and then you check here, see here what is saying, switch port is disabled means now this port is working as a layer 3.
Yeah.
So when this port is working as a layer
Yes.
3, then you check here, you will have layer 3 details. Now this
Yes.
port is layer 3, so here you will get layer 3 details like that. Okay. Okay, so now let's configure IP address. Okay, so whenever you want to take the functionalities of layer 3 kind of thing, okay, so you have to enable layer 3. So we have enabled layer 3 with the help of interface
Interface.
E0 slash
Switch port.
0. For what I
Yeah.
said, no switch port. This is the feature. Okay, then exit.
No switch port.
Yes, and then what you have to do, come here, interface like
Okay.
this, and then you say IP address
The address.
12.1.1.1.
Okay.
No shut. Fine. IP configuration is completed, right? Same thing I have to
Yes.
come on my switch to
Okay.
conft interface E3/3.
Okay.
No switch port. Exit.
Okay.
Just wait for the in message. Then come here. IP address 12.1.1.2.
Okay.
No shut. Normally, how we
Sure.
assign IP address on the interfaces, right?
Yes.
So our layer 3 is completed. Now if you'll come to switch 1, and now if you'll come here
Okay.
and ping 12.1.1.2, so yes, are you pinging? Problem?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why you are not pinging? See, now if you'll come here conf, you have to enable routing IP.
IP routing. Yes.
Yes,
IP routing.
IP routing here also
Yes.
and here also.
IP routing.
Okay, once IP routing is configured, okay, now you can check here show IP route. Okay,
Okay.
routing table will be enabled, and then you ping, no problem. Yes, switch 1 ping 12.1.1.1. Here what I have, you have assigned 12.2. Fine.
Even
Now what is the problem? Direct interface, they should communicate. So IP interface brief, yes, E0. What did I configure? E0 by 0? Oh, sorry. Have you seen the
yeah.
problem?
Yes. This
See,
one is
yeah,
zero.
here we are E3 by 3, so I have configured
Yes.
wrong. Okay,
You
so no
configure
problem.
it to yes.
Yes, so I'll come here conf t interface E0 by 0
Yeah. No IP.
switch port. First, I have to make it switch port. Okay, then
Okay.
I'll come here interface E3.
3/3.
Yeah, interface E3/3. Okay, no switch port,
No switch.
and then exit. Okay, IP address 12.1.1.1.
Okay.
No shut. Okay, let's verify. So IP interface brief exclude unassigned E3 by 3 fine. Okay, we'll come switch to E3 by 3 fine, and now let's try the ping. Okay, now they're pinging. Okay,
Yes.
so switch 1 is pinging to switch 2. Now if switch 1 is pinging to switch 2, so if PC1 will try to communicate to PC5, right?
Okay.
So PC5, if you'll
Yes.
see here, PC5 IP address is from 20, right?
20 yes.
So if you will come here PC, if you'll see that PC1 is able to communicate to his own network, right?
Yes.
But when it will
Yes.
try, PC1 will try to ping
And
192.168.20.5 to other people. Let's see here,
yes.
20.5, it won't be able to communicate, right? So for that we have to
Yes.
configure routing. So routing is that how routing will work. So what is it? First you have to create VLAN 10 here, and then associate all
Yes.
the PCs to VLAN 10, and then you have to,
Okay.
yes, so just a second. Okay, so now here we will come to switch 1.
Okay.
and first you want to verify so IP interface. So VLAN brief, sorry,
Okay.
VLAN brief. So you'll see here, see one thing, E3 by
No.
3, E3 by 3.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, can you see here E3 by 3? It is not listed here, right?
No.
Because it is
Not
layer
there.
3 interface.
Okay.
And now
Okay.
here we have this VLAN 10, right? And in switch 2,
Yes.
if you will come here, so VLAN brief.
Vlan.
Here we have 20, and you can see here E3 by 3
Yes.
is not there, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now we have to associate ports into VLAN, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll come here, conf t interface range
Yes.
E0
V0.
by 0 dash 3.
Dash.
Okay. E3 by 3. No, why it's not working?
Interface.
Interface range E0 by 0 dash 3. Okay. If it is not working, see, if sometime depending on the iOS version, if it is not working,
Okay.
normally you write here E0 by 0 comma
Okay.
E0 by
Okay.
1 comma
Okay.
E0 by
Okay. Two.
2 comma E0 by 3. Now it will work
Three.
like this.
Yes.
Okay, then type
Okay.
here
Switch
switch
port.
port mode
Mode access.
access,
Switch mode.
switch port
Access.
access
Access VLAN 10.
VLAN 10 exit. Very simple.
Yes.
Same thing, you come here because the interfaces are same here on switch 2 as well.
Yes.
No, sorry.
Interface. Conf T.
Okay, switch port mode access, switch port
Okay.
access
Access
VLAN
VLAN 10.
20
VLAN 20.
and then exit, right? Okay, for after
Yes.
that we'll come to switch 1 again and we'll verify something. Okay,
Okay.
so VLAN brief. So when we are verifying,
Good.
so you can see here now your 4 ports from 0 to 3,
Is associated.
yeah, they are associated with VLAN 10 now. And if you'll come to switch 2,
Yes.
same thing we will verify here. So VLAN brief, you will see that these are associated with that, right? VLAN 20.
Okay.
Now what you have to do? Now still you will see, still they are not communicating. So now what you have to
No.
do?
SBI.
Conf t, yes, interface VLAN 10
VLAN 10.
IP
Yes.
address
Address.
192.168.10.10. what we here you can see
Yes.
that, you can see that here, see I have written here SVI VLAN 10 IP address is 10.1
Yes.
10.10, here is 20.10,
Okay.
and the subnet mask is /24 and
Yes.
no shut.
Yo.
See here, VLAN 10 is down, so first you have to write no shut to bring it up, right?
Yes.
Okay, then here come here to switch to conf t interface VLAN 20
VLAN 20.
IP
IP
address
address.
192.168.20.10
And
and then no shut.
not shut.
Configured. After that you have to verify few things. What you have to verify? So IP interface brief exclude unassigned. Okay, you have to check everything should up, status up and protocol should up, then they will communicate,
Yes.
otherwise not.
Good.
Okay, fine. Now still you will see that no communication. Why? Because switch 1 will see, check that
Yes.
show IP route, no routes towards 20 network, right? So for that you
Yes.
have to do routing. So now you have multiple options of routing: static routing, default routing, dynamic routing, right? So
Yes.
any routing you can perform. So but for our lab we are configuring EIGRP. So router EIGRP
Yeah,
10.
yeah. Okay.
Network what you want to. So network
12.
normally we are so just put default routing.
Okay. Default one.
Yeah,
Okay.
no auto exit, and then we'll come here to switch to conf t. Same here if you want to check the routing. So IP route, there is no routes. Okay, towards 10 network, right?
Yeah.
Okay, see, C means what? Connected, right? L means
Yes. Correct.
link. See, connected means this
Link.
is your connected network. Okay,
Yes.
link means this is the IP address what you have assigned on this interface.
Yes.
Okay, conf t. So interface VLAN 20 IP address
Yes.
192.168.20.10. Oh, sorry, we
Yes.
have already done this one. IP address is also.
Okay, we are configured
So
against the
IP,
route.
yeah,
This one,
interface,
EIGRP.
yeah, exclude, yeah, IP is already there. So
Yes.
we are just configuring routing. So router EIGRP
EIGRP. 10.
EIGRP 10. Autonomous system number must be same.
Okay.
Network 0000.
000.
No auto. Fine. You can see here some message you are getting
Yeah.
neighborship up, right?
Yes.
And IP routing we have already enabled. Okay.
Yes.
And now when the configuration is completed, now if you'll come to switch 1,
Okay.
so IP route, see, now you're
Okay.
getting D 20 network from EIGRP, switch 1 is getting
Yes.
20 and switch 1 will get 10.
10.
See here,
Yes.
he's getting 10. Now once they are getting 10, and now if you'll check the communication is started, right?
Yes.
Now the
Yes.
problem will come. Okay, now see this is the normal layer 3 what you are performing, right?
Yes.
Okay, now it will come that you will see that if this single link will fail. Okay,
Okay.
if this single will link will fail, then what is the solution? So you will say, okay, let's connect multiple links, right? But the problem is this device is, see, this device is working half and half. See how half and half they are
Yes.
working. Okay, you can see here this device
Okay.
from this way, from this link to this link, they are working as a layer 3, and from here to here they are working as a layer 2, right? So whatever links you are connecting from switch 1 to switch 2, they are working as a layer
Yes.
3. Okay, so to work as a layer 3 you need IP address, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when you are using this four
Pause.
links, right, switch 3 to switch this one, these four links. Okay, now tell me, so you need 4 IP address. Okay, so
Yes.
so you need 4 IP on switch 1, 4 IP on switch 2, means you need 8 IP address.
Yes. Yes.
Now, okay, so you are using 8 IP address to communicate with single, right?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
can, do you think that you will say that, okay sir, when you want to communicate to me, I have 4 mobile number, okay,
Yes. So
and every month you are recharging all these 4 mobile numbers to communicate to you.
spending money.
Yeah, yeah, that is the what is saying, you are wasting 4 IP address, and 4 IP
Yeah.
address, see, it is not normal that you configured. Okay, so you are wasting IP address, you are wasting CPU utilization, right? Because that hello message will be continuous, right, in every 5 seconds. If you are using EIGRP, so in every 5 seconds you will
Yes.
receive hello message. So this guy is sending 4
Yes.
hello message. Now see, 4 hello message, so 4 acknowledgement, right? So how
Yes.
many? 8. So this guy is sending 4 hello, 4 acknowledgement,
Mm-hmm.
so
Then
16, right? So
Yes.
16 packet will be moving from switch 1 to switch 2 in every 5 seconds. So this is normal EIGRP problem. What about data? If any other PC will try to communicate, maybe PC1 will try to communicate to PC5.
Okay.
Again, there will be a problem.
Same.
Okay. So for reducing these type of problems, you can say that, okay, I want to connect multiple links towards switch 2. Okay. But what we will do, we will aggregate it same like a layer 3, layer 2 ether channel. So it will be working physically, it will be 4, but it will be working as a single link.
In the links, yes.
Yes. So here we aggregated it. Same thing on all 4 interface, you have to enable.
Pods.
Yes, it's not that you will say, okay, let me add all those 4 links to the port channel
Okay.
and then we will add it to, then we will remove the switch, no switch port. No, you have to enable
Okay.
no switch port on the physical interface.
Okay.
Okay, means you have to make that physical interface from layer 2 to layer 3 and then you have to add to port channel.
To the logical, yes. Like we
Yes,
did it yesterday with
yes,
the trunk.
and then here we no need to of trunking.
Yes.
Here this is layer 3. Okay, so
There are two
here
already.
IP is running. Okay, so no need of
Okay.
trunking. Okay, and then we will perform routing. Okay,
Okay.
so let's come
Okay.
here. Okay, so what we are going to do is with the same interface. Okay,
Okay.
so let me stop all the devices. So your configuration is new now and start.
Okay.
So I'll come to switch 1. Okay, so switch 1, you'll see here. So interface E3/3 switch port. See, now this is a switch port, right? So no IP, nothing is there.
Yes.
Okay, so what we have to do,
Nothing.
we will remove this one for now. Let's remove this one. Okay, so what we are going to do, we will be connecting 4 links. E3, we
Okay.
will use this E3 section. Okay, E3 by 0,
Okay. Okay.
E3 by 0, E1, E3 1,
Two, three,
E3
one.
2, and so here we are using 4 section of this. So let's arrange
Yes.
it. E3, and one this is removed.
Mama.
Let's copy and bring it here. Same thing. 3, okay, so now the interfaces are like this, right? We'll come here on switch 1. We have to come here conf t interface range E3 E3/0, comma
Okay.
E3/1, E3/2, E3/3. Okay, no switch port, exit. Okay, so we converted these all 4 ports to layer 3 port, right? Same here will come on switch to conft
Yes.
no switch port, exit. Okay, and if you want to verify,
Okay.
let's verify whether it is layer. Okay, no okay, switch port is disabled, means now this port is layer 3 port, right? Here also,
Yes.
if you want to verify, switch port is disabled, right? So all the ports are disabled.
Yeah.
Okay, now when we are performing, so we'll come here, switch 1 again, conf t.
Oui.
Okay,
Okay.
IP routing, let's enable IP routing, maybe sometime we used to forget
Okay.
it. IP routing. Okay, now let's come to switch 1, start the process. Now we are enabling ether channel, right? Okay,
Yes.
so what you have to do, you have to come here to the interface range, right?
Okay.
Okay, and then you have to say first, remember, shut down. Okay,
Yes.
and then you say here channel shutdown, exit, come here, channel group, any name, 10, group 10, group 1, whatever you like, so group 10.
Yes.
Okay, mode you can take anyone, whether you want static or
Yes.
dynamic. So let's say static, no problem, because we need ether channel. You can choose
Okay.
anyone. Okay, okay,
Okay.
so ether port channel is done, no shut. Okay, okay, sorry, why I did no shut, we should shut it down, shut it. Okay, but when we will configure that side, then we will enable it. Okay,
Good.
if we'll check here, do show history. So what we have configured, let me bring it here. On switch 1, if we are talking about the configuration,
Okay.
no switch port, exit, IP routing, shutdown, then interface this, no shut, not no shut. Okay, see, normal, this is the configuration what we have configured till up to now.
Yes. Good.
See, if you'll check here, switch 1 config, this one, right?
Yes.
Now if you will run this, okay, and when you are running this range command, so your mode will be like this, if range, right? So I said
Yes.
no switch port, then I came here and here in the exit, okay, I exited, right? Then after
Yes.
exiting, I said okay, let's enable IP routing. So we came here to the IP routing and we enabled IP routing here, right? After
Yes.
enabling IP routing, we said okay, let's configure what, the interface to
Channel.
ether channel, right? So we
Yes.
came
Channel.
here and then we said okay, let's do shutdown. then we shut down it. Okay, after shutdown, okay, you can enable directly from here, no need to exit.
Okay.
Okay, shut down, then we came here, enabled it, the okay, not same thing here. After shutdown, we came here,
Okay.
we said channel group 10,
Okay.
and then we said exit, right? Okay,
Yes.
and after that, when we will configure switch 2, okay, then we will come
Okay.
here and we will say no
No
shut.
shut.
Okay, now let's
Okay.
come to switch 2. Same configuration we'll do on switch 2. So we will come here
Okay.
to switch 2. IP routing is done. Okay,
Yes.
now we will enable the interface, right? This command, the range command, right?
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, you can copy directly everything or you can come one by one. So come here, switch,
Okay.
okay, no switch port exit, right? So
Yes.
after that, when you will run no switch port, you will get some message.
Yes.
So just wait. Okay, then you come here to these ports. Now here you no need to run no shut because already the upper switch is layer 3 switch is down, right? So you can simply
Yes.
come here and you can say here channel
Channel.
group any number 10, 20, whatever, because yeah, mode should be same on.
Okay. On.
Okay, and then exit.
Okay.
Okay, and
Okay.
now if you'll come, now the configuration is done. Now simply what you come here,
Go
come to the
back.
interface.
Yes, shut.
Yeah, and here you just write no shut and just wait for few seconds. Port is up. See, this you have to check. Okay, port is up
Okay.
on switch 1, and here also port channel up on this one,
Yes.
right? Now
Okay.
when the port channel is up, now you have to configure IP address on the port channels, right?
Okay.
Okay,
The,
so we'll
the
come
logic.
here, conf t. Now we will configure here interface
Okay.
port
For channel
channel
10.
10.
Yes.
Okay, IP address. Now which IP address we will be using here? We will be using this IP address. Okay,
Okay.
and no switch port we have already enabled, right? We
Yes.
have already enabled no switch port. You can see here no switch port here also and here also. Okay, so
Okay.
IP address 12.1.1.1 252
Yes.
no shut.
Yes.
Okay, same thing come to switch 2
Yes.
IP address 12 by 1112
Okay.
no shut. Okay, and now if you'll come to switch 1, try to ping 12.1.1.2. So IP interface brief exclude unassigned. Port is up, fine. Let's verify this side.
Yes.
Port is up. IP table is enabled or not. So IP route table is on. So IP route table is on, but
You did not configure the routing?
no. My
The
I'm just
type of.
pinging direct link.
Okay.
So direct, we are verifying direct link communication. IP routing So direct link communication should be okay.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Let's continue first. Okay, so let's verify that ether channel is so ether channel summary. Yes, ports are okay. See, RU. R means layer 3.
Army. Yeah,
And
three.
yeah, yesterday we were getting here S, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now everything is okay here, no problem. So ether channel. Okay, yes, port is there, fine. L3. You can see here L3.
Yes.
Okay, and see one more thing. If you'll type here, so VLAN internal uses. If you run this command, okay, so automatically it will give you some message here that your switch is divided into multiple broadcast domain. Okay,
Yeah.
they all are now part of multiple broadcast domain. Okay, means these ports are not participating into a layer 2 process. Okay, they all are participating into layer 3 process now. Okay, so let's do routing and we'll see what is happening.
Yes.
Conf t, we have configured IP on port channel.
Yes.
So IP interface brief, exclude unassigned, yes, port channel IP is okay. Now let's configure routing. Router EIGRP 10, network 000, no auto, fine. We'll see whether network 00, no auto. Now wait for the neighborship should come up. If not, then we'll check what is the problem.
Okay.
Neighborship should come up. I don't know.
Yeah. Now
Yes.
it's me.
So after restarting, okay, you know, sometime those are physical interface, right? And now we now see now they are communicating. Thing. So we restarted it, and now see this one is
Okay.
communicating to. So both are communicating, and once they are communicating, if you'll check here, show IP route. Okay, route will.
Okay.
Did we configure IP routing? So
Yeah, we got a
IP
default one.
protocols. Yes, EIGRP10 is working. So this should come up. Automatic summarization is there. Okay, let's check about VLAN. So VLAN brief. Okay, interfaces are also associated. Fine. Here, so VLAN brief. Okay, so VLAN brief. Okay, neighborship. Let's check the neighborship. Then I'll see what is the problem. So IP
Okay.
EIGRP neighbor. Neighbor is also okay. No problem in the neighborship. I think sequence error. Okay, so what we can do? Let's come here. Conf t interface VLAN 10 IP address 192.168.10.10
Then yes.
no shut, and we'll come here to VLAN 20 conf t interface VLAN 20
Yes.
IP address 12 dot sorry 192.168.20.10.
Yes.
No shut. And now we'll check something. VLAN port of show IP route. Yes. Can you see here? Neighborship is okay now. So switch 1
Yes.
is receiving switch 2 network information, and switch 2 so IP route, and switch 2 is receiving switch 1 information, right? And now if you'll come to PC1
Yes.
to communicate, IOL switch 1 process has stopped with return code 11 fault is code issue of IO image. Okay, no problem. Start it. Maybe due to some load it's restarted. See, when it is restarted, you will see here so
Yes.
IP protocol. Okay, protocol is running. Only the problem is
Okay, we said it.
yeah, if you check here, so IP interface brief. Okay, here you have only one interface. You have to see here, if you'll come here, so IP interface brief. So here you have two. Okay, so here
Yes.
also we have to create VLAN 10. So I'll come here conf t. First you type here IP routing, then I'll come here interface VLAN 10 IP address 192.168.10.10, no shut. And now check the interface, exclude. Fine, interface is up. Now so IP route up. Now we can try the communication. Okay, whenever we are starting the communication, okay, my switch is going down. Uh,
Oh,
okay, so we can try direct communication from switch 1 next time. Okay, I
okay.
don't know why switch 1 is creating problem like this. So interface VLAN 10 IP address 192.168.10.10, no shut. And now this time we'll save this one, and then we'll ping 12.1.1.2. Yes, you're pinging. Let's ping to 192.168.20.10. Yes, communication is there. Okay, when PC2 wants to communicate, ping 192.168.20.5 computer. Okay, when the traffic is passing from here due to some heavy load.
Down again.
Yeah, but we have seen that see, you can see switch 1 was communicating here, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Okay, switch 1 was communicating to route switch 2 as well as switch 2 network as well, right?
Yes.
So no problem. What we can do, process has stopped due to this. Okay, maybe we are using a lot of computers. Delete this one. Here also delete these two computer. Okay, now we can take another computer. Sorry, switch this switch 0 1. Here we can take from 30 to 31 32 to 33. Okay, so we can start all the devices and take a console. So switch 2 configuration is already there, right? So we just have to
Yes.
configure switch 1.
Yes.
Switch, so conf t interface E3/0-3 interface range,
Yes.
and then first shut down this one to stop the loop. Then first you come here, create VLAN 10, name IT department, okay, exit. Then we'll come here, interface E0/0/1 interface range again, okay, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10, right? Exit,
Yes.
save it. Okay, so VLAN configuration is saved. Now we'll convert to layer 3 port, right?
Yes.
We'll come here, interface range E0 E3/0-3, no
Yes.
switch port.
Switch
Fine,
port.
this is also done. Okay, save this one. Port is also converted. Now we'll come here
Yes.
and we'll type here IP routing, and then again we'll come to the interface. Okay, then we'll type here channel group 10 mode
10. Mode
on,
on.
exit. Then we'll come here, interface port channel 10 IP
10.
address is 12.1.1.1
Okay.
252, no shut, exit. Then router EIGRP 10 network 0000, no auto, exit. We have interface VLAN 10 IP address 192.168.10.10. That is the interface VLAN 10 IP address
Yes.
192.168.10.10. Okay, no shut. So everything is configured, right? Only one thing is
Yes.
remaining, that we have to enable the port. So interface range E0
Yes.
E3 slash 0
Zero.
dash 3,
Zero dash 3.
no shut. Let's enable and wait for the neighborship. Port up, neighborship up. Okay, now we will ping 12.1.1.2. Yes, save this configuration. Port channel is up. Ping 12.1.1.1. Okay, so remember when pinging was not working, what we did?
Yes.
We
We
just
started.
came, yeah, we came and we restarted the machines.
Mm.
Ping 12.1.1.2. Yes, see, now switch 1 is pinging to switch 2,
Yes.
and ping 12.1.1.1. Yes, switch 2 is also pinging to that. Now check the routing table. So IP routing table is also there. We have to wait for neighborship. It should update the routing table. Show IP protocol. And why routing table update is not there? So IP route. Okay, one update came here on switch 2. On switch 2, so IP interface brief exclude unassigned. Where is 20? 20 is not there. VLAN 20, okay.
If you don't change nothing.
So VLAN brief port is there but no IP, so no problem. We'll come here. Interface VLAN 20
VLAN.
IP address 192.168.20.10.
Yes.
No shit, and then we'll save it. Okay, now let's check whether they are getting updates or not. So IP route, yes, now they are exchanging the updates. So IP route D got 20 fine. Switch 1 ping 20.10, yes, pinging ping to 20.5, which is this PC5. Now this switch is restarting, but okay, we have
Again.
seen that it's
Yes.
communicating. Okay, that is our
Maybe.
iOS problem. Okay,
Yes.
yes, that is our iOS problem. And you know why this is creating problem? Like from last 4 or 5 days, I haven't
Mhm.
restarted or shut down my system.
Okay.
Yes, maybe that's why it is
There
creating
is
problem.
something that even
Yeah,
me I used to
yeah. See, that's why
give
saying
my.
IOU VM. Okay, this my VM is
Yeah.
creating problem, and this is okay.
Okay.
So IP interface brief exclude unassigned. VLAN is down, so I'll come here. Interface VLAN 20. Okay, now it's up now. Up. Okay. So you can see here switch 1 and switch 2, they are communicating with two different networks, and networks are sharing, right? And if you'll check here, so
Yes.
ether channel, okay, so ether channel and so ether channel summary, okay, you will get all the details. Now you have single port, and if you'll check here, so IP interface brief, okay, exclude unassigned, okay,
Yes.
you are getting this port channel with this, right? Port channel 10. So port channel 10 is the combination of 4 interfaces, okay.
Yes.
So if we'll check here the configuration of layer 3, okay, and this I told you that whenever you want to verify that how many broadcast domain, see, switch, normally switch has how many broadcast domain? Single, right?
Yes.
Single broadcast domain, but multiple collision domains, right?
Yes.
When you will create VLANs, right?
Mhm.
So VLAN is
You
used to
have.
create multiple broadcast domain inside switch, right? Or you can say
Yes.
it
The
used to
number.
break the large broadcast domain into a small broadcast.
Yes.
Okay, so this is layer 3 switch. So still layer switch will be having like a layer 2 as well as layer 3, right? Okay,
Okay.
so whenever you will run this so VLAN internal usage, so it will tell you that okay how many internal broadcast has been divided, okay, like that.
Okay.
Okay, so if we'll come here, so VLAN internal uses, so it will tell you that, see, okay, so these are four. And you know, do you know these VLANs automatically
Yes.
it this switch has uh,
Let
transferred
it
these all interfaces to X. These are what? These are normal VLAN or extended VLAN?
extend it.
Yes, it will be pasted into extended VLAN. So automatically, see, This is a different broadcast. This is a different
the
broadcast. This is a different broadcast. Different broadcast. Okay.
number of the
Yeah.
VLAN equal to
Yes.
number of
Okay. So whenever you will convert any physical interface, layer 2 interface to layer 3, automatically it will be pasted into a different VLAN.
okay.
Okay. So here we have seen everything regarding layer 3. Uh,
Channel.
yeah, layer 3 ether channel. Okay.
Okay.
And after this we will talk about,
Private
yeah,
VLAN.
private VLAN. Yes, and then after private VLAN we'll move to our EIGRP routing, OSPF, BGP, MPLS.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.